For more than a decade, Bay Pointe residents have been enjoying the cool waters of Herring Creek, kayaking from its headwaters to Indian River Bay and beyond. The water has always been fine. Not so fine has been the approach into the water by way of a gap in the wetlands. Especially at low tide, more than a few shoes, sandals, and flip-flops have been lost in the deep, dark mud of Herring Creek. Now there's a new, less muddy way to get our kayaks into the creek, a state-of-the-art kayak launch and hoist system mounted on the Bay Pointe dock. Here's an easy-to-follow tutorial on how to use the new launch and hoist system. Step 1 makes perfect sense. Get your kayak out onto the dock. There are two ways to do that. With a companion, carry your kayak out to the launch, or you can use a kayak trolley to transport it over the boards. Bay Pointe has purchased a trolley that will be made available to residents. You'll soon receive information regarding how to access it. Very important, do not drag your kayak along the dock. You'll not only damage the boards and force their premature replacement, but you'll damage your kayak too. At the launch, be sure the platform is in the up position, even with the dock. If it's down in the water, that probably means someone else is using it. Use the crank to pull the platform up to the dock level. Slide your kayak from the dock onto the platform and rest your kayak paddle on the two hooks provided on the outside grip bar. If your kayak has an inside rim, hook the two bungee cords onto it. These will keep your kayak from drifting away before you can get inside. Next, turn the crank to lower the platform and your kayak into the water. Be sure to let the platform rest on the creek bed. If you leave it up too high and the tide is rolling out, you may come back to find the platform above water level and you won't be able to get back in.
Yeah, I don't want to go swimming.
Carefully climb down the ladder. Place one foot in your kayak, then hold on to both the outside grip bar and a ladder rung as you bring your other foot in. Holding onto the bar and rung, lower yourself into the kayak.
Plop. Of course, he's filming this.
And off you go. Welcome back. Now guide your kayak over the submerged platform. Place your paddle on the two hooks you used before and reattach the two bungee cords to the rim. Some people may prefer just to throw their paddle up onto the dock. It's up to you. Swing your feet over onto the bottom platform or lower step, whichever works best for you. Hold onto a higher step with two hands and lift yourself up. Then, slowly and carefully, climb the ladder back to the dock. You're back on shore, but you're not done yet. Turn the crank to bring your kayak back to dock level. This is a little harder than sending it down was, but this time you won't have gravity helping you out. Take your time, don't strain yourself. Or you could just speed up the video. Pull your kayak back onto the dock. Don't forget to fetch your paddle if you left it on the hooks, and be careful of mud that might have accumulated on the platform arms. That stuff can be slippery. Thanks, Kathy.
Okay, that's it.
And that's all there is to it. Remember, if you found the platform in the water, or if you happen to see other Bay Pointers out on the creek, lower it back down as a courtesy. That's all there is to it. Want a quick review? Okay, here we go. Kayak on platform, bungees on rim, oars and hooks, cranker down, careful climb down, 1 foot at a time, hold those bars, bungees off, bon voyage, paddle on hooks, bungees back on, toss that paddle if you want, careful climb up, leisurely crank, bungees off, kayak back on deck. Whew. As is the case in any Bay Pointe facilities, we use the kayak launch lift at our own risk. Don't do anything stupid. Make sure kids who are using it are supervised. Wear your life vest and, if possible, kayak with a companion. Most of all, have fun. That's what we're here for, right?
Whoops.
We'll fix that in post-production.